My dear participant friends, a very good morning once again. And I'm very happy with your responses. Many of you are actually working on all these tools and they are making their own presentations. They are creating their own YouTube channel. They are creating their videos. And I could get many messages from the participants on personal chat that they are making use for their classroom teaching also. Nowadays, most of the schools, they are teaching online to students. And if you are using all these tools, I'm very happy because our objective of this faculty development program is all teachers, we are creating teachers to be techno savvy for future classrooms. Because we all know that in this digital era, teaching learning process is going to be digital and we don't accept it, our student will not accept us. So that is the case. So I'm very, very happy with all your appreciation and love. And I'm really thankful to all of you for making difference in your life because it is very, very essential. Whatever we learn, we have to apply. And our main focus is have that application for our students and let make future generation more techno savvy. They are already techno savvy than us. If you see the younger generation, they learn or they adapt technology immediately. We don't have to tell them again and again. Just on one click, they come to know about many things and they do it very easily. So we have to just motivate them. We have to just create that kind of awareness amongst the students to use this technology very effectively. Today, again, we will learn few more features. I will tell you how to give voice over to your PowerPoint presentation. Because most of you are already using PowerPoint presentations in the classroom situation, but making it more interactive. We can make our slides more interactive. We can put some videos, audio in the PowerPoint presentation. And within a fraction of seconds, how we can convert our PPT or our PowerPoint presentation in video, that is very much possible. Because there might be teachers who face some difficulty recording the video. They might be not having the front camera to their laptop. And as I told earlier, we can have recording of video lectures on mobile also. All the tools are mobile friendly. So if you don't want to do all those recordings, what you can do is just create your PowerPoint presentation, give your voice and convert it into video. It's very, very easy. So first what I will do is I'll share my converted PPT to video already. I'll show the example first and then we will see how to do that. So for that I'm sharing my screen with you all. Here is one already done presentation. I'll show you. This is a 4-minute presentation made on artificial intelligence. You can see the screen. So it look like PPT only. So some slides are there and you can see if I scroll down, slides are there. But I have already given the voice. How I can identify here on the right hand side. If I click here, you can see there is some sound icon is there. That means voice is already given to this PPT. Whenever I give slideshow and I begin the slideshow, it will automatically take me to that audio of my PPT. So let's go ahead. I am clicking slideshow and from beginning. So it will be audible to all.
Today we will discuss about artificial intelligence and how artificial intelligence is playing important role in our daily life also and in the future of education also. What exactly it is? It is the study of computer systems that attempt to model and apply the intelligence of the human mind. Let me give you one example. Nowadays in our home also we are using Alexa device. And what Alexa does is Alexa identifies the human voice and it replies. That means artificial intelligence is used in the Alexa to identify human voice. Likewise, in robotics also artificial intelligence is involved. So it is a beautiful technology where we can incorporate all these things in education 4.0. a branch of computer science dealing with the simulation of intelligent behavior in computers and the capability of a machine to imitate intelligent. Slide, you must have heard about all these words because it is the fourth revolution which is characterized by the fusion of technologies which include augmented reality, virtual reality, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence or machine learning, big data analytics, cloud computing, 3D printing, digital simulation, and robotics. We all have heard all these words and we all are going to use in this future of it. Faced here are computing power, tolerance power, intuitive thinking, and judging power. Let us understand how. I'm going to show this small video to you so we'll get the whole idea of artificial intelligence. So let us begin with the video.
Before we answer that, let's look at these terms individually. What do you understand by the term artificial? Well, it can be anything that's made by humans, things that are non-natural. And what do you understand by intelligence?
My PPT is explaining the video itself.
So what do we get when we combine these two together? Artificial intelligence is a broad area of computer science that makes machines seem like they have human intelligence. The goal of AI is to mimic the human brain and create systems that can function intelligently and independently. We say that the age of AI is here. But then, you might be wondering, why don't you see flying cars or fuel trains bringing you lunch? Why doesn't your life look more like the Jetsons? Well, for starters, that's a cartoon, and when it comes to AI, a robot is nothing more than a shell concealing what's actually a computer technology. AI can manifest itself in many different ways. If you have ever asked Alexa to order your food or browse Netflix and get suggestions, you are actually interacting with AI without realizing it. And that's kind of a point. AI is designed so you do not realize that there is a machine on the show. In the near future, AI is expected to become a little less artificial and much more intelligent. As AI becomes more intelligent, it will obviously take on the role of an intelligent worker. While most of the repetitive and largely time-oriented tasks can be automated using AI, you will still need human experts who can build and maintain these computing forms and work on strategic and creative aspects of the job. So in conclusion, AI is a tool that can help optimize any job. This means that as always, it's not AI versus humans. Rather, it is a combination of humans and AI versus the actual problem statement. So what are you waiting for? Pull up your swords and get ready to be a part of this AI revolution. Start learning this kind of technology using
It is a human brain which made all these machines. So these machines will never overcome humans. So they will be always helpful to humans. Only thing is how smartly we are using all these machines that depend on us and how we are making use for many creative and innovative things. It is in hand of man. If you want to learn more about artificial intelligence or if you want to see more videos about digital technology or some digital new tools, you can go on my YouTube channel. Just go on YouTube, type my name Sandhya Khedekar, and you will be able to see my YouTube channel. Many technology related videos I have posted there, so you can see that. The participants, because it is a collaborative effort to learn new things and to go ahead with digital tools. And my friend.
So that was my PowerPoint presentation where I had given my voice to that PPT. And it is one of the beautiful feature is given by PowerPoint where all the teachers can provide their voice. You can add some videos, you can have some artificial voice, so somebody will talk on behalf of you. You can add some videos, you can add music to the PPTs. Most of you might have used it, but let us see how to convert your PPT, how to give voice and how to make it more interactive and how to have a MP4 video out of your PPT. I'm sharing one PowerPoint presentation with you, and it already has my voice. So I will remove that voice and again I will show how to go about it. Okay, so I'm selecting this PPT, and as you know, the voice is already given to this PPT. It is visible here in the right hand side. So what I will do, I'll go in slideshow. Here option is there that record slideshow. Go in the slideshow, option is available here, record slideshow. And if you are using version Windows 10 or more, it is easily visible. If it is not visible on your computer or on your laptop, what you can do is just go in add-ins and you can add the feature of recording. So it gets added to the toolbar and it is visible on the toolbar. So if I click here, it is showing me start recording from beginning, start recording from current slide, and clear. So already I have given voice to this. What I will do is I'll clear this voice. So here it is again showing some options: clear timing on current slide, clear timing on all slides. So if I have to clear the time, clear narration on current slide. You can change only one slide also. If you want, you don't want any voice to any particular slide. So you can remove that from that. You just have to go to that slide and remove that from current slide. And here last option is clear narrations on all slides. So what I am doing here, I will clear narration from all slides. So if I click here, all the narration is gone. So it is, my voice is not there. So what I will do is, again I will show you, here narration is gone. So this option is not enabled. That means there is no narration to my PPT now. Now how I will start, I will show some features before starting the recording or voiceover to PPT. You must be knowing about the home page. All the tools are available here. You can insert some shapes, you can fill the shapes, you can replace the things, you can add new slide, you can change the layout. These features are known to you, so I'm not going to explain it again, because these are basic features we are using from many years. In insert option, if we go, all these options you might know, but on the right hand side you can see here video and audio option is there. So for example, I want to add some video to any particular slide. So what I will do is I will go to some slide. Okay, I'm here on this slide, and at the end, after this slide, I want to add some video. What I will do is, as right click here, I will add new slide. So this is a blank slide, and what we can do is just go on that slide. Okay, just go on that slide and you can add video if you want on that slide. So what you have to do is you just click on the video. Here it is a video option is there, and it is showing me insert video. So if I click on video option, again it will ask me online video or video on my PC. Okay, if video is already downloaded on my PC, I can select this option. So it will take me to my PC or my laptop, and I can select video from there. So there are some videos already available here. If I select, that will get added to my PowerPoint presentation. But if I want video from online, what I will do is I'll click on online, and it will take me to online page, and I have to select the video. It will ask me again from a video embed code or from YouTube. If I go to YouTube, so what I will do, for copyright purpose, I will use my own video. Okay, if I click here, so it will ask me which video to upload. So these many videos I have uploaded already on YouTube. So what I will do is I'll select one video from here. Okay, I'll select this one about teaching skill. And once I select this video, it will ask me to insert. Okay, I can choose multiple options also. If I want to add more than one video, I can add. But it is, for the demo purpose, I'm selecting one only. So I have selected one. And if I click on insert, it will get inserted. Okay. So I'll show you here. So it got inserted. If I want to maximize it, I can maximize. You can insert it on any slide or you can insert it on blank side. So what I did, I just clicked on, I'll show it to again, because many participants are telling me again and again that I'm going little fast. So I'll tell you once again. So what you have to do is just go on the insert option. In insert option, there is an option called video on the right hand side. And you have to click on the video. It will ask me to insert video from online or insert video from my PC. If you already have downloaded video on your PC or on your laptop, you can select that, or you can directly go online, go on YouTube or any other URL, and you can select the video and you just insert. That video will get inserted here. Okay. Again, there is one more option, that is audio. If I click on audio, it will ask me again audio on my PC or record audio. So what I will do is audio on my PC, if I select, it is showing me there are some options available. Okay, if I select any option from here, so if I insert it here, it gets inserted. Okay, so I have inserted it. When you see the impact, I will actually start recording, then you will be able to see that. Okay, now in this insert option, I think you understood. Video you can insert audio. Then screen recording option is there. If you want to record your screen, computer screen and related audio before inserting the recording onto your slide, you can do that from here also, or you can do it from recording option. There are some designs available over here. If I show you, some designs or templates are available here. You can change the template or you can change the design of your PowerPoint presentation. So what you have to do for that purpose is you have to just select any template and it apply to all. It will get applied to all. And here is one beautiful feature of PowerPoint is transition. So how I want my slides to show. So I can select any transition from here. If I go in more, it will show me many transitions over here. So if I select this window one, so my slide, you can see the demo here. If I select window, my PPT will look like it's coming from window. If I want to rotate it like this, it will get rotated. And if I apply to all, how it looks like, I'll show you from beginning. So it will change like this. Okay, so my if I want to show PPT in this way and I put voice to PPT, it will look like this. So transition is one of beautiful feature which is available. So now again I will take you to the transition, this thing. Here you have some more effects. Sound is also available if you want to put sound. For example, I'm here on the first slide and I want to put some sound to my PPT. So what I can do is just click on the sound, and here are some options like arrow, bomb, breeze, camera, cash register, click, coin, drum roll. Suppose I'll select drum roll. And if I apply to all, so whenever I click, it will show me sound. So how I will show you the demo. See, so when I click, it is showing me audio is available. Can you get it? So drum voice I just added from insert option and it got added. So whenever I change the slide, that sound or that voice is audible to the participants. So you have to choose your, I mean, it means every teacher might having different choice. So I like this for small children. So they will pay attention or they will have fun and they will enjoy this voice because they will be alert after listening to voice for every slide. So this facility is available. It is one of the beautiful feature of PowerPoint presentation. You must use it. So it is available in transition. You can put sound to your slide. So right now, if I want to change the sound, okay, so I'll get the breeze here. So let us see how it sounds. I am applying to all, and again I will go to slideshow. Can you hear that voice? Breeze voice is there. For every slide, it will come like this. Okay. So I'm just disabling the sound because I want to record it. So no sound I'll select. You can select the duration, for what duration you want that sound. If you want it for longer time, you can increase. If you want for a few seconds, you can decrease. You can apply it for 1 or 2 slides, or you can apply to all the slides. So on mouse click, if you want to do, or if you want it do it automatically, you can put the timer also to the slide. So this facility is available. If you go to animations, different kind of animations are there. You must have already used. We can give animations to slide, and beautifully it can be done. Then slideshow, you already know. You can start slideshow from beginning till present slide, and you can hide slide. You can rehearse timings. You can sound the things. You can play narrations. All these options are familiar to you already. All of you know. So I'm not again telling all you all these things. Then in review, if you see, the spelling option is there. Then translate option is there. If you want to translate something from your slide, you can translate it. Language option is always there. Is language preferences. Whatever language you are using, you can choose. Then comment option is there. If you select this, for example, if I select this comment option, it will be visible here, and it will show me the comment. Okay. Then you can give links to your slides. I am just disabling it for purpose. Then in view, you can select different templates, and you can have some small window of your this thing, or you can arrange the slides whatever way you want. And some add-ins features are also there. So here is the option of recording. From there is a software called Camtasia, where we can edit our video. So that editor I had already added in the add-ins, so it is visible here. So I can edit this video if I want. So let us again go to the first slide, and I will show you how to record it again. I showed you the example in the beginning. So let us again go to the slideshow, and here you have to click on record slideshow. If you click on record slideshow, it will ask me start recording from beginning or start recording from current slide. So I want it from beginning. So I'll click here, and it will get started. I'll just begin it and start recording. Hello friends, good morning. This is Dr. Sandhya Khedekar, and today we will discuss about artificial intelligence. And all of you know that nowadays we are using artificial intelligence for different purposes. You must be having Alexa device at your home, which can recognize human voice, and artificial intelligence is used in robotics. Also we are using artificial intelligence. So it is a study of computer system which attempts to model and apply the intelligence of the human mind. It's one of the wonderful things that we are going to use in the classroom situation also in future. And you must have heard about all these words like augmented reality, virtual reality, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, learning, big data, analytics, cloud computing, 3D printing, digital simulation, robotics, and so on. And some challenges are also there. And here is a small video, but I'm not playing right now for this demo. And you can visit my website if you want to see it again. And don't forget to subscribe my channel, so you will get more notification about it. And here are some of the videos I'll show you, so it will get started. You can see on the, so I'm stopping here my recording. So what option is there when you start recording? Here on left hand side, upper side, there is a pause button. If you forget something or if you want to again change that thing, what you can do is you can pause your recording, or you can directly stop. If your recording is complete, you can close it directly by clicking on the cross button over here. So I'm closing it now. So once I close it, it will save automatically. It will take few seconds to save. Now you can see over here, this icon is available on the right hand side of my slide. This icon is available. That means it got recorded. So I will check if it is recorded or not. I will begin my slideshow from the beginning.
Good morning. This is Dr. Sandhya Kere.
Yeah, it's done. So that voice is already added to my PPT, and you can see over here that it's done. It's wonderful tool.
Alexa device at your home, which can recognize human voice, and artificial intelligence is used in robotics. Also, we are using artificial intelligence.
So participants, did you get that? It's very easy to do. It's very easy to give voice over to your PowerPoint presentation. What you have to do is, today what you do, make only 5 slides and make those slides very interactive. Put audio in that, put video in that. You can choose video from YouTube. You can choose video from yours. You can actually create your video on mobile or laptop, and you can insert that video in your PowerPoint presentation. So it is a wonderful tool that you can use for teaching learning purpose. And if you see, for example, I don't want keep it as PowerPoint. If you keep it as, save it as a PowerPoint, and whenever you play the slideshow, this voice will be audible to all the participants, to all the students. That means that voice is recorded already in the PPT. If you don't want that, again you can go to the recording and you can clear the voice and you can have some other voice to your PPT. That is possible. One more feature I would like to tell you, I want to convert this PowerPoint presentation to MP4 video, and I want to upload it on my YouTube channel. Yesterday I showed you how to create YouTube channel. So if I want to put this video on YouTube channel, what I will do is I'll just go to file, okay, and in file save as button, I'll select the place or where I want to save this. I'll save it on the desktop. I will give name to this. So I'll give my name only, or I can give AI, artificial intelligence video. Okay. And what I have to do, instead of saving as a type PowerPoint, I will save it as a MP4. Here MPEG4 video is there. So if I click on MPEG4 video and I click on save, it will save as a video. It is, you can show here down, creating video, AI video .mp4. It will take few minutes because it is getting converted from PowerPoint presentation to video, and once it's done, it actually gets saved wherever you have saved it, and you can use it directly as a MP4 video. You can share that video with your students also on your own website. You have already created your website, I suppose, and on your website you can share your MP4 video, or you can upload that video on your own YouTube channel. So you can see over here, it is now getting saved as MP4. I'll show you one example I already had done with the previous PPT. So I had created one MP4 video of my PPT. I'm sharing you with that. It looks like a video. So if I play here, it is converted into video. You can see over here. Okay. So it is possible with this feature of PowerPoint. Okay, it is again running. I'll stop it here. Now I think all of you are aware about how to add voice to your PowerPoint presentation, how to record it as a video, and how to save it as a video or a MP4. You can save it as PowerPoint slideshow also. You can save it as in the similar form of PowerPoint. Whenever you go on slideshow and you run the slideshow, the voice or the recording will automatically go on. And whichever video you have put on your PPT, it will get, actually all the students can listen that video and you can go ahead. It's one of the wonderful tool, and nowadays it's very easy to use PowerPoint presentation for our students. And in this period of pandemic, we all are teaching online. So try using this in your PowerPoint. Make your PowerPoint presentation more and more interactive, and you will really enjoy it. Because whenever I was using only PowerPoint presentation, I had to explain many things about it, and I have to go with some other examples. If I wanted to show them some other examples, I had to again switch from that PowerPoint to YouTube channel, or I had to minimize that PowerPoint. I had to go to Word file, or I had to go to video file, and I had to show my students. But nowadays it is very, very easy. In your PowerPoint only, you can add all those features whichever you want. For example, in my PowerPoint only, I can insert link of my website. In my PowerPoint only, I can insert link of my own video or some others video. If I am teaching any particular subject, most of the teachers were asking me what to do for science subject, history subject, English subject. My dear teacher friends, subject or content is not important here. What kind of technology you are using to teach students, that is more important. And this technology is applicable to all the subjects. So whichever subjects you are teaching, you just have to make your PowerPoint, make it more interactive, give more transitions to it. You can add some sounds, you can add some audio, you can record your own voice, or you can put some videos. You can have recorded video of yourselves and put those. You will really enjoy this journey, because whenever we use this now, it's like eureka kind of thing. I always get those goosebumps when I create something new, and it gives a lot of happiness and self-satisfaction or job satisfaction. Whatever we are doing, that is most essential in teacher's life, I believe. Because though I am working as a principal in college, I'm very much passionate about teaching, and I always love to give new things to my students. And whenever they use it, because all my students, they are would be school teachers. I'm in teacher training college, so they are would be teachers, and I want all them and you all to use this technology in classroom, and you can create wonders in your classroom situation. Though now we are not going to school daily, you can create wonders in your Google Classroom, in your Google Meetings, in your Zoom meetings, or in some other technical tools if you are using. So we can really create wonders with help of all this technology. And voiceover with PPT is one of the wonderful tool that I have ever seen, because it is very simple to use. You don't need many softwares, you don't need many technical knowledge. It's very easy because it is user friendly. Most of the teachers, they know how to make PowerPoint, but making it little interactive, going one step ahead, that will give you a lot of joy. So try doing that, this. Once you do, then only you will experience that joy and that happiness. And when you share with your student will give wonderful feedback to you. So I'm very sure that you are going to do it today. We will have some more demonstration about blackboard.fi and classroomscreen.com in this session. So let us go to that aspect of having more features, that how we can use some other tools, how we can incorporate those things in our teaching learning. So let us go to the Google and type classroomscreen.com. And after typing this, you can go on the page of classroom screen, and this kind of page will be visible. It's very easy to install. You just have to launch the new classroom, and after launching, it will just show you page like this. And very beautiful features this classroom screen is having. You can see few options here. If I want to change this background of the screen, I just go on the background and you will see many photos, still photos and some animations also. You can click on any and your background image will get changed. But I always prefer animation because animation gives you different impact. I will show you how. Suppose I click on this image and you can see here on this image, this is an animated image. And while teaching in classroom, student might get impact that they are sitting on the seashore and water is coming towards them. It's like wave of knowledge. That knowledge is coming towards them, and very beautiful animations classroom screen is having. You can select any. There is second option called random names. Suppose I want to type something, I can type hello, or I can choose any option here. Then dice is there. Then if you are playing any game with the students, you can choose this option of dice, and it is very much useful in the quiz also. There is one more option, student sound level. Suppose in the classroom, students are making any noise. So this will show you actually the level of the noise, and you can press on this bell icon. If noise is more, the bell icon, it will have some sound, and students will come to know that we are making more noise and they will keep quiet. This is one of the beautiful option. So I am making this disable. Okay. So next is draw. Before that, QR code is there. I will tell you that later. In text box, you can type anything. You can choose any pen. You can choose the color, and you can type or write anything you want. Suppose I want to say hi to my students, or I want to draw some diagram. I can do that with help of this tool. Then next is work symbol. Very beautiful feature it is. Suppose on the screen, if you want students should be silent, so you can enable this symbol. There is one more option, that is whisper. You can ask students to speak slowly. There is ask neighbor. If they have to discuss something, they can ask to their neighbor. And if they are doing any group activity, you can have this symbol enable, that is work together. Then next is traffic light. It is one of the beautiful feature of this classroom screen. If any quiz is going on, or you are doing any examination, you can ask student to stop. Just click on this button. This red button means stop. You can ask student to wait by this yellow color, and you can ask student to start or go with this color. So this is one of the nice feature of classroom screen. Then we have timer here. You can put timer for any examination or any activity. You can keep stopwatch facility is also there. Then we have clock here. If you want to enable clock on your screen, you can enable this clock over here. And we have calendar also. If you want to give some schedule, like timetable of the next week or any other schedule, or if you want to show any demo, you can use this calendar over here. And there is one option right side here, that is, if you don't want all these icons here, you can ask students it's not there, or you can again enable it. And this QR code is there. If you want your students to join the class, you can ask your students, just go open your mobile, scan this QR code and join the class. So they will be easily able to join your class with the help of this QR code. So these beautiful features are there, and it's freely available by friends, and it can be used effectively in teaching learning purpose. Then I will be showing you one more technology tool, that is whiteboard.py. Just go on the Google and type whiteboard. .fi and visit the page of this website, and here you can see the options new, join. We have not created any class yet, so we will say new class, and you just have to type your name. So I'll type my name, Sandhya K, and enable waiting room lobby, enable image upload for students. You can check any you want and create new class. Okay. So after creating class, it will allow me to use my class and my whiteboard. This is the room code. This code I can give to my students, and my students can join with me in this whiteboard. Okay. So here already I had done some work. So I'll clear this whiteboard and let us see what we can do here. Here you can see free drawing mode is there. So you can use it for, you can select it, and you can draw whatever you want. Okay. Then there is an eraser. If you want to erase it, you can erase. There is draw text. You can draw a text box, and you can type anything if you want to type here. Lines and arrows are also there. You can select any line and you can put the line here. Then some figures are there. So if you want to draw a triangle, you can have it. If you want to draw a rectangle, you can draw a rectangle. If you want to draw a circle, you can have a circle here. Some other shapes are also there. If you want to insert an image, for example, I want to insert this image of a child sitting on the chair with mobile. I can insert this image here, and if I want to insert background image, for example, this is a background image of stay home, stay safe, I want to put it on the back side, on the background. You can put it here. So some color combinations if you want to select. So I have chosen this color, and I want to have this kind of shape. So colorful boxes I can put. I can put some text box inside and I can write. So whatever things you want to do, it works like your chalkboard, and it's very easy to use. It is very user friendly, and children or students, they really like this kind of thing. So whiteboard, just visit whiteboard.fi and create your classroom, share the room code with your students, and enjoy this facility